And welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about efforts at the state capitol to help small businesses thrive and compete. My guest this segment is Cheryl Brown, a member of the State Assembly from portions of San Bernardino County. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I know you are the chair of a select committee, which is called the Select Committee on Small Business Financing and Development Opportunities. And so obviously you're looking at the breadth of the smaller businesses in California. What are some of the things that you are focusing on?
Well, in the Select Committee, we're going to focus on how small businesses can be successful and how they can be financed, how they can get the financing to become successful. And so our Small Business Select Committee is really lining up a great group of people from the Treasurer's Office, from GoBiz, from different departments in the state government, as well as locals who are going to talk about their stories. I'm a storyteller. So they'll talk about their stories and they'll talk about their challenges and their successes.
So are you looking at non-traditional funding sources? You
know, not even so much non-traditional funding sources, but just funding sources. Mm-hmm. When you have a small business, you don't know where to go.
Right.
I've been a business owner for many years, and I don't believe that I can remember really ever taking a loan from anyone. Yeah. or being financed by anyone.
I know a lot of small business groups would say that the major barriers to success are access to capital, which is just what you've been talking about. Also, getting a part of these large government contracts. I mean, maybe a small part of a big project, and a lot of times they don't know where to go. And also access to the new technology. I mean, they're kind of old-fashioned sometimes, and many don't even have computers.
And that's really, really key, and that's a key part of my Bill 285. And 285 is going to help micro businesses. First, it redefines micro businesses as 5 or less people, including the owner. Okay. And then it will have the workforce development boards. Every county has one, and some cities have workforce development boards. That will allow them to give those small businesses technical experience, technical support, and educate them so that their businesses can be more successful. One of the things that we have to do is we have to look at the national workforce development boards and look at some of the measurements to make sure that the small business that's going to provide the jobs that they need to place people in, that those measurements are taken and that they'll be successful.
You know, there's no doubt that these micro enterprises, as you call them, need assistance. I mean, we're talking about, 3 million of them in California alone, and they employ about 4 million people in California. Mm-hmm. But these solutions are going to cost some money. And you have to find those sources, right? Right,
that's right. But that's one thing that we can do with the workforce development boards. Their mission is to provide jobs, is to have people hired. So if small businesses are in my district, they have 2/3 of the jobs are being provided by small businesses. And so if that's the case, it's better to undergird those small businesses so they can provide more jobs. And then the Workforce Development Board can be very, very successful in doing that.
All right. Well, we're out of time, but Cheryl Brown, thank you very much for coming in and talking about your efforts to help small businesses and the micro enterprises. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks to our viewers also for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on My Government On Demand, also on YouTube. I'm Steve Swatt. Have a great day.